Okay, so have you ever found yourself in a situation where um, your very first impression of someone was just so strong?
Oh, definitely.
Like you were totally convinced you had them figured out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then maybe slowly, maybe even kind of painfully, you realize, nope,
No.
completely wrong.
Happens all the time, doesn't it? That initial judgment just clouds everything.
Exactly. Well, if that rings a bell, you're going to love today's deep dive.
Where are we headed?
We're jumping into Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, where first impressions and hidden truths basically drive the whole story.
A classic for a reason.
Right. And our source for this is a really insightful blog post called Pride and Prejudice, Timeless Love, Wit, and Social Grace.
Okay.
So our mission really is to figure out why this book, written way back in 1813, still feels so relevant. What makes it tick today? Let's unpack that.
Well, what's really fascinating, I think, is how much the story taps into human nature,
Mm,
and society. Things that honestly haven't changed that much.
that's a great point.
People often just label it romance, but it's so much sharper than that. It's a classic romance, yes, but also serious social commentary.
Social commentary, how so?
Austen uses these polite settings, the drawing rooms and dances, to really dissect things we still deal with. Class, reputation, integrity.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that whole tricky journey of actually connecting with someone properly.
And right at the center of that tricky journey, you've got these two huge literary figures, Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy. Tell us about them. What makes them so compelling right from the start?
Okay, so you have Elizabeth Bennet. She's smart, she's spirited, got this amazing wit.
Yeah.
And crucially, she refuses to just bow to what society expects. She respects herself.
A bit of a rebel for her time.
Definitely. And then there's Mr. Fitzwilliam Darcy. He's got the wealth, the status, and oh boy, the pride. Initially, he comes across as almost unbearable.
Oh, yes, he does.
Their first meeting is just a textbook case of judging each other instantly and getting it wrong.
Ah.
Well, Elizabeth's liveliness immediately clashes with Darcy's, aloofness, his
Yeah.
arrogance.
Mm-hmm.
And he, in turn, looks down on her family, her social standing, which just fuels her dislike.
Hmm?
Sparks, but not the good kind initially.
Right. It's like a collision course based on misunderstanding, which I guess brings us straight to the title, doesn't it? Pride and Prejudice.
Exactly. It's not subtle, but it's brilliant.
How does Austen weave those two things, Pride and Prejudice, through their whole story?
Well, Darcy's pride makes him act, frankly, like a snob at first. He judges based on status, thinks his first take on Elizabeth's family is the whole truth.
Okay.
And Elizabeth, she develops this really strong prejudice against him. It starts with his initial rudeness, sure, but then it gets fed by some misleading information she hears.
Right. Wickham.
Precisely. So the whole plot is basically them having to shed those flaws. It's not just boy meets girl. It's about them growing,
Hmm.
realizing their own biases were the problem.
Makes you think, doesn't it? How often do our own biases get in the way?
Constantly, probably.
And it's not just about them. The novel really paints a picture of society, especially around marriage. It wasn't always about love, was it? Far from it, actually.
Not at all. And if you look at the bigger picture, Austen shows marriage almost like a necessary transaction sometimes.
A transaction.
Yeah, for many women, it was the only way to get financial security, social standing. Think about Charlotte Lucas, Elizabeth's friend.
Oh, right. Mr. Collins.
Exactly. She marries him purely for security. She doesn't love him, probably doesn't even like him much.
Yeah.
It's pragmatic, but also kind of sad.
Yeah.
Austen really highlights how those economic pressures could just warp everything, including affection. It's attention.
Yeah.
Thinking about how money and security still affect our choices today.
Which makes Elizabeth Bennet stand out even more, right? People call her a feminist icon, which sounds maybe a bit anachronistic for 1813, but you see why.
You absolutely do. Her independence isn't just talk.
What does she actually do that feels so modern?
It's her refusal to compromise her own integrity. She turns down Mr. Collins, not just because he's ridiculous, but because she can't marry without respect or affection, even with her mother practically tearing her hair out.
Yeah, the pressure was intense.
And then later, she stands up to Lady Catherine de Bourgh.
Yeah.
This imposing, wealthy aristocrat basically demands she promise not to marry Darcy.
And Elizabeth just refuses.
Flat out refuses. It's incredible. She prioritizes her own feelings, her own integrity, over social climbing or financial gain. That's pretty radical self-assertion for the time.
Wow. And through all this serious stuff, the social commentary, the emotional drama, Austen keeps it funny. Her wit is legendary.
Oh, completely. Her writing style is just Chef's kiss, crisp, elegant, but laced with this dry, subtle humor.
Like satire.
Exactly. She uses satire brilliantly to poke fun at the class system, the social climbers like Mrs. Bennet, the sheer absurdity of someone like Mr. Collins,
He is quite something.
isn't he? But she does it without being mean-spirited. There's a warmth there. You laugh at them sometimes, but you also kind of understand their, very human flaws and struggles.
So, okay, fast forward 2 centuries. Why are we still talking about this book? What does it mean for us now?
I think its appeal lasts because it deals with things that are just timeless. Appearances versus reality. Learning that true character takes time to reveal itself. And maybe most importantly, that needing to overcome our own pride and our own prejudices is key to actually connecting with people.
So it's about growth.
Yeah, personal
so.
growth, self-awareness, understanding others, but also understanding ourselves, which is often the harder part.
There's one line from Elizabeth that always jumps out at me. She says, "I could easily forgive his pride if he had not mortified mine."
Oh, that's such a key line.
It just perfectly captures her character and the whole conflict, doesn't it?
It really does. It says so much about ego and how personal slights feel. It's not just his pride that's the issue for her.
It's how it made her feel.
Exactly. It highlights those psychological walls we put up. Sometimes our own hurt feelings are a bigger barrier than whatever flaw the other person actually has.
Yeah.
It's a moment where she's really self-aware, even while she's annoyed.
And the novel's influence is just everywhere, isn't it? You see it in so many adaptations.
Absolutely. You've got that gorgeous 2005 film with Keira Knightley and Matthew McFadyen. Very cinematic, very romantic.
Brought it to a whole new audience.
For sure. And then for a lot of people, the absolute gold standard is the 1995 BBC miniseries.
Colin Firth. The wet shirt scene.
Iconic.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so faithful and really set the bar for period dramas.
But it goes beyond direct adaptations, too, right?
Totally. Think about modern takes, like Bridget Jones's Diary. That's basically Pride and Prejudice in 90s London.
Yeah.
It shows how potent those core themes still are. Austen's impact just keeps going.
So wrapping this up then, our deep dive really shows Pride and Prejudice is way more than just a love story.
Much more.
It's sharp commentary on society, it's a story about getting past snap judgments, and it celebrates things like independence, wit, and that sometimes messy journey to really understanding someone.
Yeah, and I think ultimately it's a powerful reminder that the stuff that really matters, kindness, humility, honesty, those things don't go out of style. They're timeless.
Definitely.
So if you've, never read Austen or maybe thought she was just about bonnets and tea, this is definitely the perfect place to start. It's witty, it's smart, it's moving. It's got it all.
Okay, so final thought for everyone listening. If Pride and Prejudice teaches us anything, it's that first impressions can be really, really wrong. That our own pride, our own prejudice can block true connection. So maybe ask yourself, after this deep dive, is there a judgment you might want to reconsider? A person, maybe an idea, even another book you dismissed too quickly? Could there be something more there, waiting to be understood? Something to think about, isn't it?